Hello and welcome. Nice to see you all again. Wonderful to be connecting wherever you are in the world. And if you are watching the replay, again, as always, hashtag replay. And a special welcome to all the amazing people who have joined our community in the last little while. So a warm welcome to all of you. So again, if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, and whether you're here live or replay, please keep interacting. Include comments, include your insights. I always go back, even if it's after the fact, and read the comments. I love, love, love the feedback. Okay, so let's dive in. So we're going to be talking about, well, today's topic is stop efforting so much. It's derailing your success. Yikes. So our society, would you not agree, is obsessed. It's this incessant need to go, push, strive, effort, force, right? Go on overdrive. Beyond just plain old action, good old fashioned action, we go on overdrive to make things happen, to reach our goals, to succeed in life. And society really honors that and praises that and respects that. So it really goes against the truth of who we are. So we're always at this little battle. So we need to bring this to light so we can turn this around. So again, stop efforting so much. It's derailing your success. So, and by no means am I saying do not effort, do not take action. It's the efforting. So what do I mean by this? So let's start with square one. If you think about it, we've all have our desires, we all have our goals, we all have things that we want to achieve in life, right? And I'm talking about the desires that come from within, because desires that come from within, it's part of our human experience. It's why we're here. We're supposed to feel these desires from within. We're supposed to expand and listen to our inner calling, and whether it's something small and simple or something more like a legacy. So true desires are always coming from within, our essence, our truth. So and it could be like desires to fall in love, it could be desires to travel the world, to experience different cultures, it could be desires to give back to the world, give back to your loved ones, to live the healthiest life you possibly can, to grow and expand your business. So desires are always, always, always coming from within. So that's a given. So once we have those desires that come from within, what do? Right? We have the desires that come from within. You're like, yeah, you're tapped in, whether you're like meditating. You don't have to be meditating, but you could be out walking, you could be having a shower, whatever. And all of a sudden you go, you get this desire. And that's when we're inspired, connected to our spirit. But then we go, okay, let's make that happen. And what do? What do most of us do? Most of us go from being connected to disconnected. We go from connected to our spirit, our truth, our essence. We get those insights, ahas, our desires, and all of a sudden we disconnect and we go into effort mode. And again, our society has this incessant need to effort, push, strive, go on overdrive to make things happen. And we buy into this. We've been conditioned this way, right? This is what you got to do to be successful. We got to push, we got to strive, we got to crush it, right? Right? There's this glamorization that efforting is, efforting and busy and working hard and pushing and striving. It's friggin' exhausting is what it is. It's exhausting. So if you're just tuning in right now, we're talking about how to stop efforting so much. It's derailing our success. So we've got this incessant need to go on overdrive, to push, strive, effort, force. And it's working against us big time. So the desire comes from within. You go, yes, right? We're connected, we're in spirit. And all of a sudden we go, okay, how do I make it happen? And we disconnect. And then we go to strive, efforting mode, and it's working against us. So how do you, just take a moment to think, how do you go from, something that you want to create in the world, your desire, right? Just think of something, even something simple, right? Like you want to, write some poetry, or like for something like that, you wouldn't go into like, how do I make it happen? Who do I call? You're going to get inspired. You're going to stay connected to spirit and let it come through you, right? So what do you do when you get a goal or intention or desire, something you want to do? What do? Typically, most of us we disconnect and we go into do mode. How do I make it happen? How do I effort, right? Our brain goes, how do I make this happen? And for most of us, that's what we do. We go into how, and the how is not our job. So, but when we realize this, we can go, oh, okay, my job, right, when I have that desire, is to stay connected, to stay inspired. Now, if it's inner being, spirit, God, source, universal energy, whatever it is for you, you want to stay connected to source. You want to stay connected to whatever that source is for you, because source, God, creator, inner being, whatever that energy for you, it has it figured out. It has it figured out, but we're not trusting. So our job is to stay connected, not disconnected, and we stay aligned to this energy. Huge difference, completely like night and day. But it takes some practice, because it's so opposite of what we've been told, how we've been conditioned, right? So our job is to stay aligned. That means feeling good. Feeling good is our true nature, right? Efforting, pushing, striving, that is out of alignment. So we want to be in alignment, not out of alignment. And then let go of any attachment to effort it. Because if you continue to effort, and you all know this, if you continue to effort and strive, push, force, and hustle and crush it, right? Trying to make things happen, you're going to put that out in the world, you're going to get it back. You put out effort, you're going to get effort back. Like, think about that for a sec. Let that sink in. How do you go about creating? Most of us put effort out, and we get effort back, right? Yikes. If you really get this, you will do whatever you need to stop doing the efforting. And I see this all the time with my clients. They're slowing their efforting down. And it's usually, the more driven, the more, I don't want to say successful, but really want to make things happen in life, and we go into do mode, and actually masculine energy as well. Not to say that masculine energy is not good, but sometimes if we have a natural feminine essence, it's going out of our natural essence. That's another topic. I think I've talked about that before. So think of a mirror analogy. If you are feeling frustrated or angry or tired, and you go into the mirror and to look at yourself, and you think, well, I'm going to see happy. You're not. You're going to see exactly the way you're feeling, right? What you put out, you get back. Now, am I saying don't take action at all? Absolutely not. When I say effort, I'm talking about the pushing, the striving, the forcing, rather than being aligned and in flow. So you do need to take action. But here's the distinction. It's the inspired action you're taking. Inspired, aligned action, connected to your inner being, connected to your spirit, versus efforting action, which is disconnected from your inner being. I really want you to get that. The difference is the action you take, it comes from spirit, inspired, aligned action, connected action, as opposed to efforting, pushing, striving, disconnected from your inner being action. Very different. And most of us do the push, right? It's interesting because we get the, whether we realize it or not, we're getting little hits of inspiration all the time. And we're like, and then we go, how do I make it happen, right? Stay connected. And the reason why I know this so well is, yes, this was my story, is that I efforted my way through work, career, life for decades. And did I get ahead? Yes, but definitely took the path of most resistance, or more resistance. Had this whole, and I've shared some of this with you, but I've had the whole burnout thing. I did it the hard way, and I'm learning. Call me a slow learner, but I realized, like, I hit bottom with my burnout. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm done with this pattern, right? And some of you might not be done with the pattern until you say, you know what, I'm done. But just don't wait till you get total burnout or something like that until you hit rock bottom to say, I'm going to make a change. This is way more elegant. It's a way more elegant way of living. So, but for me, I let society dictate, go hard, push, crush, glamorization. I totally glamorize busy, right? I got societal pats on the back, but efforting pushes away the thing that you are working so hard at getting. And when I finally got that, everything changed. It's such a more elegant way to live through life. So if you are here, I'm going on here, get a little bit passionate about this because I see it so often, right? So let me know. Oh, I think you've already commented here. Yeah, let me know you're here. Awesome. So remember, efforting pushes away the thing you're working so hard at getting. It pushes away what you're working so hard at getting. So let's just put a bow on this. When you get that true desire from within, stay connected. You might not even realize you're getting those hits of inspiration, but just stay in that energy where you're like, oh, okay, where did that come from? Oh yeah, I'm feeling inspired. Stay connected to universal source, energy, God, and you will notice that you're guided, you're led, you're followed. Like you'll be able to follow those little hits of inspiration, the impulses. And and some of you I know probably listening are going, okay, yeah, I know what she's talking about. If you're going, I don't quite get it. It's a practice. It takes time. But as you do this, this means that you are going to be more plugged in. You're going to have to be more present here in the now rather than the past or the future, right? You're connected to your inner being that's here and now, presence. So make it a practice to live your life connected to source, to be plugged in. You know, you've got to stay plugged in. You got to be plugged in. No different than, you know, your blow dryer or your toaster. You got to be plugged in to work. So that's the way you take the path of least resistance without that effort. And again, eventually it will fall into place. So catch yourself when you feel you're efforting. Make a note right now. Even write that down so you've got some kind of reminder. Catch yourself when you're efforting. No more efforting. No more effing. No more efforting, right? Plug back in, connect to source, and take only inspired action. So I hope this helped. Please always share the comments, the insights. Even if you come back like a week later, let me know, because I know that a lot of you send like private messages, but I love the feedback. And again, it always helps me decide what I'm going to be teaching on and maybe even revisiting in the future. So thank you, thank you. And this is the last call for the Academy. It's a 12-week program. We've just done 2 weeks. And I am offering anyone who joins in week 2, moving into third week, I will be offering a private one-on-one mentorship to help bring you up to speed, so you don't feel left behind. So that's available, but it is last call. So this is just what I talked about tonight is one of our wealth energy archetypes that we work together on, that we implement together to make that permanent shift for you. So last week we talked about reprogramming the subconscious. We did a 90-minute training on that. This week we're going to go through, and the following week, we're going to go through 10 wealth energy archetypes. And they're the way we block ourselves and the way we can unblock ourselves. So you can move into greater abundance, greater wealth, greater prosperity, greater money, greater fulfillment. And I guarantee the investment of the program, you will get it back 100-fold. Because you're breaking old patterns that don't serve you anymore. So if that feels like a fit for you, reach out, and more than happy to chat to see if it is a fit. And other than that, please put this into action. Other than that, have an awesome day. We'll chat soon. Bye-bye.